Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Road to 5.6 My name is Fan, and today we are just going to do another general update. It's been a couple of days since my last update, and by days I mean probably 2 months, because that tends to be how it goes. Anyways, we got quite a few updates here. So probably the two biggest differences from last time is I have finally hit 200 mil construction and 200 mil smithing. And I still somehow have 500k bonus XP in smithing. Ask me how that works. Either way, couple of big things that we've been working on lately. Mainly, the next big goal is going to be realistically 200 mil agility. I've been doing some mining here and I'm burning some silverhawks just for the sake of trying to get agility over with. Beyond just that, I've also been doing quite a bit of mining. I've done about 5 mil XP so far. Not a whole lot, but I really just needed something AFK that I can just do and not think about and play other games while I'm doing it and just kind of taking it easy. And honestly, that's really been good for me because the past few months I've been facing an extreme amount of burnout while playing RuneScape, and it's really been difficult for me to try and keep on course and to keep grinding when I'm just not enjoying the game as much as I used to. And I'm not sure if that's just lack of a clear goal or objective because I've started knocking out a lot of the last few 200 mils that I've been planning to do, or that I'm just not sure how I'm going to achieve the rest of them, or if they're just not AFK enough for me to really put a whole lot of time and dedication into it. But with that being said, I do have 200 mil crafting on the radar. I've got about half of that banked so far. And once I make through the stuff I was making and sell that off and buy new supplies, I should have enough for 200 mil. So that's nice. That's going to be one of the most expensive ones knocked out of the way. And the method that I'm thinking of doing has been profitable so far. So we're going to keep on that tune and try and keep that up. So 200 mil crafting, pretty achievable. I am going to finish off magic, hopefully before the end of the year. That should realistically only take a week or two. With that, I'm hoping agility gets knocked out as well. Agility shouldn't take too much longer either. After that, it gets a little more hazy. I think I'm going to keep on my trajectory and just try and finish out mining at some point. And rune crafting, I've got 2.3 mil bonus XP. I've just been stocking my daily spins and just building XP because when you got so many 200 mils, there's not a whole lot of other places you could put it. And that pretty much would leave me with just the center column, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to approach it. I want 200 mil herblore. I just don't know how I'm going to afford it. I don't really have that much expendable cash, that much GP at the moment. So it's going to be a little trickier, but we usually tend to figure it out and tend to have a pretty good idea of how we're going to go about doing it. So that shouldn't be too bad. Other than that, fletching, that'll actually be super easy. I've been doing rune arrows, and now they just they quadrupled the buy limit. It used to be like 10,000 arrows per 4 hours. Now it's 100,000. So I could buy the 7 or 8 mil arrow supplies I need to get 200 mil. So that should be pretty easy. Slayer is going to be a cakewalk. Realistically, I should have done Slayer with combats, but it was just quicker to knock the combats out, and I made a lot more money. Now I can go back and I can do bossing. I can get Slayer. That shouldn't be too difficult, but that is something I will need to do. The two in which I think I'm going to struggle the most with, both with will to play and with just overall effort of it, are going to be Divination and Hunter. Two of my least favorite skills, my last two 120s. Hunter was one of my last 99s way back in the day. It's just not a fun skill to train. I was originally going to try and do it with Ornate Turtles when they were OP, but Jagex has since nerfed that method and has not made it as efficient. So if you know what the meta is for Hunter, let me know because that will be something I'm going to have to work on. I'm aware of doing the Carrion Jadinkos, I think they are, for protein traps during double XP, so that might be an avenue. I've heard that Big Game Hunter is another really great way to train XP. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Otherwise, what else has been going on? I've been doing a lot more fire making lately. I'm already 200 mil, but I'm trying to get Bernie, the fire making pet, and I am currently about 335 million XP dry. I statistically should have gotten the Bernie pet over 100 million XP ago, and it that 335 mil XP is a little deceptive because it's not fully 200 mil and then an additional 130. I was already at about 100 mil fire making XP when the pet's released. So in total, I've gotten closer to 450 or 500 mil fire making XP total. So little frustrating on that part, really frustrating. I've burned almost 1.4 million maple logs. So there's just a lot of logs being burnt, a lot of GP being burnt, and no Bernie to be had. Little frustrating, but not a whole lot I can really do at that point. Trying to think, what else has been going on? Divination, I'm probably going to end up doing Hall of Memories again. Do a lot of that during DXPs, I'm hoping. Maybe I'll try and do Incandescence. I've heard that the XP an hour there has gotten a lot better. It's not great still. It's maybe 300 or 400k an hour with selling energies and everything. So I'm thinking I might do that. Otherwise, we are looking at the final stretch. I mean, we're 4.83 bill XP, so I very much am anticipating hitting 5 bill by the end of the year. If I don't, I'm going to be a little sad. And I'm trying to max out these last two columns here. I don't know if I'll have 200 mil runecrafting by the end of the year, but I should definitely have magic. I probably won't have mining, but I'm going to try. I should have agility. I should have crafting. I might have fire or fletching. It just kind of depends at this point. It's realistically, it just boils down to whatever skill I plan on training. It's good and bad. It's to a point now where I feel like if I'm not training any of these skills, I'm just wasting time. But they're skills that just make me want to quit RuneScape while I'm training. I'm like, crafting is not AFK whatsoever, and it's still like 500 or 600k XP an hour, but it feels like it's 40k an hour. It's just, it feels slower than it actually is, and I know it's a total first world problem, but it is what it is. Other than that, the RuneScape games have been kind of slow lately, but I'm trying to get back into it, and mining has really kind of brought back that joy, that entertainment RuneScape has always had. So I'm really trying to do my best and keep going. There's a few tweaks I need to do, a few changes I need to make. Like, I know I need to update my pickaxe and do that. I've been hesitant on doing it, just been lazy, realistically. But yeah, other than that, everything's been going good. Everything's been going great. I know good and great are beside the points, but yeah, so not really sure where the next step is going to be or when the next video is going to come out, but hopefully it'll be relatively soon. We'll have to see. I'm going to try and get this up same night that I recorded, so hopefully you guys will have this tonight, which is Sunday, or might set an upload to be Monday. Not really quite sure yet, but yeah, I thought I'd just throw another video out there. It's been a minute. It's going to be kind of cool. We're coming up on the end here, and I've been doing this series since 2014. So it'll be kind of interesting and kind of neat to see the progress just over time, the whole span of this entire series. And I might try and take a couple hours to compile a couple of the highlights or a couple of the big gains. I'm not sure. I don't think I ever recorded any of the major milestones, but at the same time, I'm also very impatient with those. But I can go through the Cape collection at the end, and maybe when I get the 5.6 bill XP, I'll either live stream it or I will post a video on it, or maybe I'll do both. Who knows? I've been trying to live stream a little bit more on twitch.tv/TakeHubsFan. If you guys want to follow me over there, we're working towards affiliate. And if you want to drop a like or subscribe on this video, if you made it this far, let me know. I'll pin I'll pin any comments that you leave. And yeah, thank you guys for following along and for keeping up with this series. I know it's been kind of off and on, but it's been more than anything a documentary series for me to be able to go back and reference all the achievements I've done and all the things I've worked towards, and just really been a catalog for how this account has progressed once I maxed. And people gave me crap, gave me shit about trying to go for the high level XP, and here we are 6.5 years later, and we're almost there. Well, thank you guys for watching, and keep tuned for the next video. Peace.